Today I'm heading out on a camping trip. I just had to get out of the city after quite a long pause and head to the mountains for a few days for some landscape photography. So every year around springtime I do feel like a hibernating bear, and this year is no exception. It's even more so. I feel like a really extreme super hibernating bear that just woke up from a long winter. And finally the weather is good, the sun is shining, it seems like there's a little bit end on the horizon. We had lockdowns, curfew, you name it, and it's just been really, just kind of not very motivational to go out, take pictures when you really can't even travel between regions and be back by 8 p.m. We've had that curfew since the last time you saw me put a video in January. So I'm excited to be back out, and I'm on a camping trip for 4 nights, 5 days in one of my favorite parks here in Quebec. I've come for the views, I've come for the photography, I've come for the weather, I've come to do everything, just be in nature and just kind of have a relaxing time, make up for the time I lost, So today, on this lookout, I hiked up this mountaintop to get here. And it was about a 4.2 kilometer hike. It wasn't too bad, I've done it before, but the one thing I've never been able to get in this park was a great photo. Every time the conditions weren't right, it was too windy or too cloudy or not cloudy enough. Hoping on this trip I can leave with one great photo. So I got my camera finally set up on the tripod. I'm taking a few shots here because just in case the light doesn't get any better, I have these to fall back on. And it's good to have a backup in case it doesn't really happen, I'm just gonna use my hand to kind of block out a little bit of the sun flare that's showing up in my frame. Take one more shot here, and I'll put it up on the screen. You guys let me know what you think of at least the composition. Kind of decided to call it here and just head back down and try to shot at that second composition because the wind seems like it's picking up and it's getting stronger, and I wasn't really feeling the photo much, to be honest. I'll put it up on the screen and see if you guys let me know what you think of the composition, but I'll definitely keep that in mind. I mean, this is landscape photography after all, and you're gonna get days where the conditions are not gonna be good, and I talked about that earlier, and I feel like I'm just repeating myself now. So maybe I can still salvage something closer to the bottom where I thought that picture. I think it could be really, really interesting if the light is nice. So I have enough time to get down there and see what I can get, so I can pack it up and go take that picture and see what happens. And do let me know what you guys think of the picture that I shared. You like the composition? I mean, definitely could be better, but it's crazy how this place, I always have something I'm dealing with to prevent me from getting a good picture. It's so exposed here because you get a 360 view, so when the wind picks up, it picks up really quick, and it's always shaking the camera, and even if you try lowering it, it always causes issues with vibration. And when the sun gets low, the ISO I want to shoot at, it's always a slow shutter, so images are always going to end up blurry. So I don't know, I've yet to come here just one time and just have no wind and just have the whole place just calm. I can take pictures in peace. It's always something, So it started off being calm, and then the wind picked up, no clouds. It's just another typical day on landscape photography. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, this is how I like landscape photography. wind picks up, you're racing down to the bottom to try to see if you can get another photo. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. What a nice view though. Look at that. If only the conditions were right. If only. Ay, 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 ay. Frustrating, honestly. Like, I just want to get one good photo. One great photo here, you know. That's all I ask. Is that difficult to do that? It seems like it always is. Oh well, it's gonna happen one day. That's the beauty of it. When you get one great photo, it's like money, you know. It's like getting fresh money. It's so good. So I did manage to make it down the mountain and just in time. I could have used 10 minutes more to get better light, but I took some few pictures with my camera, kind of pulled it out, set it up on a tripod, took a few shots. This was a subject matter that piqued my interest when hiking up. I do like how all these trees line up uniformly. It makes for an interesting subject to photograph. Although there wasn't much light, I was able to get an interesting photograph. And I think with a 16:9 crop on this picture, it helped to keep my focus on my subject matter. I also find it quite interesting when I was taking this picture is where I set my camera, because I had made sure that gap in the middle was in the center of my frame, because it kind of created like a doorway or a portal that leads the viewer into the trees in the distance. I felt like I used that to my advantage, and it was quite interesting how that came out. Not the best light, like I said, but the idea, there's something there that I might revisit later, and I think if the right conditions also are there, it could be an interesting photo, that's for sure. So that's it for today. I think it's a good first day, but I'm kind of beat. I drove like 5 hours. I pretty much woke up at like 4 a.m. left my house, was here at 10, packed up the car in the morning, bought all the wood stuff I need from before the Discovery Center down at the bottom closes. So I have all my provisions for tonight. Got all my food, everything. Only thing I can think about right now is get down the mountain, have about a kilometer left, got a fire going, get my tent set up, and probably have some steak tonight. And maybe, probably for sure, I mean, I brought it, so I'm for sure having a glass or two of whiskey, possibly two, you know, to celebrate the return to photography. Oh well, I think I had an amazing day today. I'm glad I got some hiking done, and the photography could have been better, but I'm just gonna pass it as a location scouting trip, and maybe I'll get the photos another time. All right, everybody, see you later. I'm gonna go set up camp. I'll get to my car and then set up camp. Let's back this up. Here we go. Okay. And see, I just want to get the fire going so I can eat. Here we go. Leave that. So I'm just gonna put some steak, asparagus on the fire, nice and easy. Got some Montreal steak spice, that works really well. I got some HP sauce, because I like to eat steak with that. The fire starter is not food. I think for the drink of choice, I got Balmore single malt Scottish whiskey, 12 years aged. Ooh, I think I'm gonna pour me a glass of that right now. Look at that. Oh yeah. Got some, that looks good. my glass. I'm gonna start with whiskey first, that's always wise. While waiting for the fire to really light up, it's okay to start drinking first and then cook and eat on the fire. Oh, that's good whiskey. Well, while waiting for the steak to cook, be ready. It's important to drink some more whiskey. Oh God, that's so good. I needed this. Looking good. Looking good. Oh man, I can't wait to eat. So hungry. I don't think you want to see me gorge down on some steak, so I'm gonna call it. I'm just gonna finish cooking the steak, eat it, have a couple of whiskey, enjoy the fire for the rest of the night, and I'll see what tomorrow brings. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and until next time.